Hola, hola, muy buenas noches. Espero que estén teniendo, o bien que hayan tenido un muy buen fin de semana, que estén disfrutando sus últimos momentos de fin de semana para iniciar lunes mañana. Muy bien, pues creo que ya hablé con ellos ayer. Sí. Bueno, vamos a continuar con nuestra este con nuestro concurso para hacer Shibruk Pibil. Muy bien, hablemos con Koana. How fortunate that these feats unique stipulations have frustrated the cool Yayas attempt to delay us. Sir seems right. That's what he gets for enduring my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's pretty strong and obviously has a mind of strategy. Twisted though it might be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for a moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Hey, of course we do. Anything I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. Sí, Bugramat. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of six. The two climates, Sarelja and Bakulja, just like this. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitable delegated, it should be a breeze affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy! Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe of Chubruk Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Xbral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Okay. No, solo dice eso. No. The food ain't ready yet. you're here. Oh, you aren't here for that. Apologies. I get people breathing on my neck constantly. That they don't realize a proper meal takes time. This should be all I need. Uy. Veamos qué es esto. Unos chiles. ¿Qué serán? Chiles, canela. Si pudiera faltarlo sería interesante. Pero ya sabemos qué es. Vienen unas papas. En los papotos. El número de especies son entirely un familiar tuyo. Are nestled in the basket. that once called a chiote. We mostly use it to add a bit color to our most popular cuisine. But its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Ah, o sea, esto es el achiote. Mira tú. A ver. A ver cómo se ve sin tantos brillos. Ok. Ok, ahora veamos qué más hallamos. Nada por aquí. Debería de haber algo más por acá. Ah, mira. Cenote. Oh. So much for our plan. Welcome to Valerie. Since you have come a long way, so if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Okay. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You are the fool if you think we won't tan our he won't tan our hides for leader if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we have taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you talking about, Sally Kerr? Mind your own business. Los caché de infragante. Bueno. No tiene nada que ver, pero los caché en infragante. Echan ganitas. The recipe for Shibruk Pibil. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden for divulging anything other from Humuruk himself. With your mentioning, it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there is still Ibruk to be had at the market. Okay. Ahora... Uy, creo que se congeló algo aquí. Ah. No, soy yo el que se espantó, nada más. A ver. Este aquí. Este aquí. Este aquí. Vamos a copiar este. Ah, mira, están haciendo telares. vamos por aquí. Ahí está Tancred. Come with me for a moment. Ah, sí. ¿Qué habrá por aquí? Bright Banana Peel. Oh no, it appears I have gone and dropped my null. I mean, Jatica Banana Peel. I could barely see it from. I could barely see it from the old steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. ¡Qué bárbaro! Ok, creo que estas son todas las pistas que se requieren. Sorry, I'm back. When did we discover about Shibrook Pibil? True to our prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish. An observation or the techniques yield clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while later confirming not denying any relation to Shibrukpibil. With one in particular, she attributed all common to several dishes. Achiote, she called it. I see. Then Shibrukpibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alfino claims. We have confirmed of first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles of wrapped in leaf of nanul or banana in certain localities. Tulsin, the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? As is this stuff of beef, it smells so good I could practically taste it. The squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish! Ibruk with a tattoo. As would be expected of a dish called Ixburpibil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Ibruk flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote and steamed through underground within najul or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a stable cuisine, its ingredients will be close at hand, which is why Tancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you all were exploring the village. A ver. Between the local vegetation and Will Ibruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and species. Hey, leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our task. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer my aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I am happy to lead someone to a suitable brook, if they will perform the requisite deed, Alice. As for the Najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find a null Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika headland, forest far below this. Such an excursion may be time consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals after all. Namati, llego. If you will accompany me on my errand. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our stacks then. Lamati had no specific task assigned to her, so I had her accompany me, no more, no less. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Spiced Ibrook wrapped in Najul leaves. That sounds like a winning combination to me. Oh, see. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Urianger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating. An underground oven. This must be the cook Ranger was talking about. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? Najul leaves, for purpose other than she would be built, naturally. Unfortunately, we just used up my last. I have just used my last. You will have to travel to the lower forest or more. Gomaljic Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you will find. Will variants you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there is no other way to obtain our ingredients, then to the Yatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Teenbeck Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. We can we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last minute advice you will be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat or repast with an empty stomach. You may find Shibrook Bibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. Hey, I can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliloyal. So, perhaps there is something about Shibruk Bibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who has the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. Ahem. ¿Dónde está aquí? If it's Jack tells the story you are interested in, you should start with the old war. Between the Shabral and the Mamulja, right? These forests have borne witness also to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains as scarred upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Shibruk Bibil. Huh. What does Steam Ibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In the case you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilion Aso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilon Aso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. Muy bien. Ahora, pacha. Vamos al sur por nuestra corriente de Ether. Vamos bien. y otro al sur. Bueno, primero vamos por allá. Uy, hizo 3 de estas. Chacos, a ver. Everyone knows there was a war between them and Mulja and Sabral, but I may have forgotten some of the details. The village of Ildon Azo must be further east. Let us continue with haste, for all we know our competitors may be on our heels. Noreste, todo esto por aquí. Ahí está, mira. This place feels forgotten by time. So this is the village of Ildon Azo, or what is left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great grandfather called it home, in fact. Book Ebu, I didn't know you were in Jacktel. I was picking up lumber from XIV when I heard that the promise was on her way to this site of the historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Ukebu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise retinue, I presume. For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kwana. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kwana, no, that's a good name. A familiar name. What have I heard? Kwana, as in the second promise of Tudli Loyal. To think that I addressed the servant's own son as some common retailer, such disrespect. I cannot be excused. Please take out your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. Alright, on cue. Alice is consistent. Ay. I understand you wish to learn about Shibrook Bibil. While I am forbidden by the several rags to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I will be happy to share what I know of Jacktel history. We appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between Shabral and Mamulya was one of land. The Mamulya lived in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to cover the upper forest, the home of the Shabral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Shabral forces held the upper land against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of this village will attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulya were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hobigo, Bonegua, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Shabral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage fighting, Hobigo and Bonegua leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could ever imagine. It was long believed that partners of different clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hobigo and Bonegua both, a two-headed Mamolja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities will dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Outarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best to see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and here and there I shall continue the tale. Uy, está todo quemado. By the 12. What happened here?
Some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter. Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago. Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Armada at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn servant's behest. For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it. Defending Scarecrow! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! Not to have greed, we've been living in peace! Clap your tails and scare you off, head! Cowards like you really deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And what should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Dural, like our honored visitor here. across the ocean. I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly be detained? That such technology exists is indisputable, as these foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Tural soil, and bring to bear some vital innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of this than my companions and I. Although we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valicaramanda. What? You defeated Skyruin? I take you for a liar if this thing of our own defeat wasn't fresh. The coordination was indeed impressive. How the Bellows stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our beliefs. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. Seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths. Those strengths are born of cooperation, the guiding principle of the nation we envision. But our strength has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now? It was an evening to convince you. And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamurja partook of spiced meat, and the Chevron steamed gajul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's super good, I wager.
It is a marriage of Shabral and Mamurja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward. It has been strife, but understanding begets fellowship.
Hmm.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd, and somehow so very papa I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibun Beal and the history it is written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is putting up some steam or another.
Hmm.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
I never imagined our father was instrumental to Shibrut Bibel's invention. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the their promise. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we are doing the same now. Yay! Pantalones de voz. Y ya que subí a 95, cambiamos a Ninja. It's thanks to Book Ebu that we were able to learn of this forest history. That's twice now that he has helped us. To think that we might never have met him if we hadn't thought of how to fix the float. Book Ebu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Shibur Pibil. However, we are still not closer to procuring the necessary Najul lips unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion, with a monument for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Ah, mira. Ah, mira. Un montón de espadas y flechas. Un cenote. ¿Qué pido? Pero seguro si lo picoteo me voy a morir, entonces puedo ignorarlo por ahora. A menos que de repente llegue una horda de gente y se lo lleve. Uy. Ugh. Vamos a aprovechar que ahorita el chat está lento para... ¿Dónde era? Listo. Muy bien. ¿En qué estaba? What does Konoha want with a monument? It's only a speculation, but I dare to hope. Here it is, offered out by the two factions. These weapons symbolize their vow and their word that they will never again raise arms against each other. Since this fits demand a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us through, especially one at the heart of so significant battlefield. Lamati, Jengo, will you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here, this soil has been recently overturned. Oh, someone brought in a box. Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. Hunrus Brook ruin, I wager. There's a poetry hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Ebu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies for present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as Walter promised. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the fifth rites, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devise solution to the Hanuhanus allying crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Turi Royal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old Greek rite, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. Adios, Pokebu. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Ikprax. Miren ahora cómo vamos a regresar. Ahora sí voy por esa cosa. Ah, mira. Es 1 de 3. Nada, ya están los otros dos. Hola Dan, ¿cómo estás? Aquí descubriendo los secretos. Ah, mira, apareció un Pokémon Shiny. Está enorme esa cosa. Ah, qué bueno. ¿Qué cenaste? ¿Un Sprook Pibil? Pues se verá bonito, pero es peligroso. Es una cosa de nivel 100 elite, digamos, es de los que pegan duro. Ay, mira. Un KFC, pues. O de esos que venden, o de esas hamburguesas que venden en el supermercado. Si estos pegan duro. Si hasta los de nivel, digamos, ¿qué será? Nivel 80, 90 me cuestan trabajo con uno de nivel 100. Ahora, imagínate este que me gana por 6 niveles. Oh, milanesa de pollo. Pues no es una KFC, pero está bueno. Un poquito más al sur. Creo que ahora voy a tener que venir para acá. Ah, no. Bueno, tal vez sí. Ay. Lo sabía. Bueno, vamos para allá. Hola Spartan 78 o 76. 76, ¿verdad? Buenas noches. Ahí arriba. Un parche sería para... mañana tal vez. You have to wonder whether Ebu is actually a historian and not a shipwright. La verdad no vi que fuera a ver algo de parches, ni siquiera me salió una alerta. Usualmente los echan el martes, a menos que haya pasado algo. No, ahorita no hay nada. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Hora de esperar. No. No todavía. How did everyone fare? We got there and you leaves, but Ebu came along and helped us to find them. If Ebu was here, I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. Pues por mi nivel debería de estar cerca de un dungeon, pero todavía no llego a esta parte. Dagulol Yaya brought an end of centuries of warfare surprises me a little, but to achieve safe peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the other solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianje and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest has to offer. Spoken like a true expert. Enemel and I found our Ibrook, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. Erenvile. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? Qué malo Erenvile. I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrological divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Aye, to further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope, as I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian. Ah. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then. Hora de empezar a cocinar cochinita pibil. Bueno, Ishibrook pibil.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good. It is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once. At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the muted house cat.
Ay, bakul chacha.
Why about Jaja? No one cares what you think.
Act up all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
Mira qué rico se ve.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibrook bill.
Hasta con sus tortillas. ¿Sabes qué es lo que le hace falta? Una cebolla morada.
Amazing!
Y un poco de habanero.
The dish is
Ay,
prepared by
se me
using
antojó.
the culinary techniques of the culture to cook the spicy meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to be correct.
Qué chiquito se ve el taco.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibrook meal admirably.
Qué oído.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter.
But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
tortilla de taquero, no manches. Tamaño botana.
I see. While your effort to looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma. Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Bibil. Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf? It's because of you that we couldn't get any nutmegs. You can't fool us. But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage. So, it's just a crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Uy, mucha.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Bibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive these stones.
Aspas.
This was stupid anyway.
That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this son of a fit? I can always take what I need later.
Allá se va el mastodonte.
It's delicious! So tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Ashur rounds up his spices is sublime.
Eso ya es muy japonés. De repente son especialistas en la comida.
This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony. Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Y una vez todos se convirtieron en pelotas.
That was peace. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Mhm.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Ay, bájale.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of the past, I present these keystones.
Only one fee left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others. We can do better than that, surely.
Sixth keystone
Keystone
is
is
ours.
ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Um,
Is
is
there
there
any
any
ship
shipwreck
people
people
left?
left? I could really use another helping.
Dragona. My final fate remains. After this once, I hardly know what to expect. I'm relieved that our dish was well received. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from the Kuldaya. Depriving the first promise of a keystone is a crucial victory indeed. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Shibrupibil again. Here, Jingo Krail made more using leftover ingredients. You will love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat or repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Fear of the Brotherhood, here we come. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tibek Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Tika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village surrounds. If Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Jactel. Oh, that's right. Malu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I will come with you. Want to join us, Django? Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at the market in Jactel some 20 years ago. Any who may reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. Un tacuache. Y esto fue lo que me dieron. Aquí está. un poquito de comida para poner después ahí en una mesa. Bien, vamos por aquí. I hope someone in XIV knows something. This fellow looks promising, definitely older than I am. A foreign mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants, a baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him passing mine. If anyone know to more, I wager it will be Humuruk. He was already Sharabrak Rax then. A baby girl? It couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Bueno, primero tengo que ponerlo sobre un mueble. Ya que esté en el mueble ya lo puedo consumir. Me da daño extra por daño crítico. Aumenta la durabilidad de mi equipo. Tengo un 3% de experiencia extra y un bono de vitalidad del 5%. Eso me da. Sí, hay mejores, pero sí, es buena. Mira, hay algo que se puede hacer aquí en el agua. Y solo en el agua. Ahí está, mira. Nada como flotar un ratito en el cenote después de haber comido. Vámonos. Mira, de hecho así me gustaría que estuvieran los accesos a los cenotes. Porque a los que he ido su gorro es una escalera gigantesca que va a la mitad del cenote, un tropiezo y te vas para abajo como roca. Y tampoco son muy profundos, entonces es peligroso caerse. This may be the very lead I was hoping for. So, Humuru has been Shabrak Rax for over 20 years. That's before I was even born. Sí, no, y déjate de eso de pinadas. Luego están las entradas también chiquitas. De por sí ves que yo estoy gigantesco. Veo a la gente chiquita agacharse y así me voy a tener que hacer pelota, ¿qué onda? Es un poco dificultoso meterse en algunas de las de los cenotes por los videos de la entrada. Pero están padres los cenotes. A ver. Ahorita regreso, no me tardo mucho. Muy bien, ya estoy de regreso. A ver. Uruk, Krail. Ok. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through X-Brax truly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrax's Master Galuf. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say Yokhui once dwelled in this forest. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkopacha, some 5 centuries ago, the Yokhui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Yaktika heartland. Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand that it means I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that. Through my position forbids me from aiding you further. I wish nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answer to your question. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Django. May I request a moment of your company? Go on, we will wait for you. Go on and see what Humburuk needs. So in order to get my answers, I need to find a golden city. Well, that was my intent from the first. I will do everything in my power to make it happen. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Uy, cuánto secreto. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mr. Scrile's plea had softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Will you tell me of her journey thus far? Is that so? It seems the Reich has been a source of great learning and growth for Wiklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter will will be about her age. Kills already born amongst several. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old, an accident. It was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Yakdika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamul Ja and Shabral had learned to live in peace. Who would doubt the intent of such repressive act by targeting the child who would one day lead her people? The criminals sought to undermine the future of the Shabral. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of one person I knew who could protect her. Down servant Gulol Yaya. Though she was born to lead Shabral, fate had greater plan for Buklamat. Only the down servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed a Mamuk, then rancor towards the Shabral still burns. I was caught off guard once, I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the down servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. ¿A quién se parece? You will hear my question and answer me plainly. Address me not as a ruler of Tuli Loyal, but as a concerned father. Tiene dos papás. Suffice to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not word of this to anyone. Tenía que ser una lagartija. Bueno, zapatos nuevos. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. I feel better having spoken with you. My thanks. Ok, vamos con Wuklamet. Oh, mira un escenario. Finished speaking with Humuruk, have you? You're back. So, what did Humuruk want? Secreto. Hey, it's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, the Tinbeck traverse still isn't clear. Something about even more rocks. Then I think I will take the opportunity to rest. All that cookie I'm preparing for it was wore me out. And that does something. Bajo la lluvia. A moment, promise. You are one of the cool yayas. What do you want? I have come to fetch you. You are welcome to refuse, but know that it will be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salty friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say cats don't come with and they say how cats don't come with cold. Follow me, promise. Pues la zona yo creo que es muy cercana al Caribe. Mira, ya salimos de la lluvia.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us? You snake! You want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty. This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father. Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sensword. He had it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk mine? Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. You lack adventure and attempts to interfere. I'll kill the old man myself!
stand for taking hostages. Come on then. You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to tempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settles his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of you.
Más te vale reclamar.
Well, what are you waiting for, you blasted bastard? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Don't worry, scary adventurer won't try anything for you. Uy, uy, uy. Que da miedo. Pues yo. ¿Quién más?
Eyes on me. House cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Y adivina que me toca jugar como ella. A ver, ¿qué es este? Acciones. Ajá. Ok. Push start the reverse attack. Ok.
I have been more than enough for this dance.
Ah, ching.
No more tricks, Jaja. We're settling it here and now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. creo que los verdes se empujan. Ah, ok. Y los verdes son una dona. Son los seguros.
How did you like this?
Ok, entonces aquí atrás de este. Ah, fue eso.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day with safety and happiness.
It's time we finish. This is the end for you, kitten. Know your place.
Ay, voy a valer gorro.
It's not enough to claim
Ay, apenas.
bondservant.
¡Ah!
I must carry on Papa's legacy.
Es un fastidio. Bueno, lo bueno es que me puedo saltar el ¿cómo se llama? Esta parte. Pues es que es un encuentro medio fastidioso porque el heal, la cantidad con la que se puede curar el warrior es muy baja. Al menos de esta forma es muy baja.
So I can rip you to pieces.
Sí.
I cut you to shreds. My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
¡Ah! Ah, me va a alcanzar. Me alcanzó.
I will be the next dog servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
Ándale.
That's why there's no way I'll let lose to the life of you.
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. Still won't leave. I will prove my allies are right to believe in me.
Hoy vinieron todos los, vino toda la selva de los Bakul, ¿o qué onda?
Such confidence! She wasn't like this before!
Ahí está. Ay. Ay, me hace falta mucho, me hicieron falta muchas utilidades. Oh, mira, ahí está mi Keystone.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How could this be? How could that puny house get with all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening me, Hanu, releasing Armanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
What he's doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
Ya no importa,
What
¿verdad?
does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Bueno, eso funciona. Que ya está un poco complicada la batalla, pero sí está buena. Está bien.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
To single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja. You truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Lil Jaja's daughter, and Turning Norlog's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
The twins ran me from one end to of ¿qué? The twins ran me from one end of the autumn horizon to the other, asking about everything of remote interest along the way. For as withered as our promise looks, she is positively glowing with confidence. Whatever in the world happened. Edinburgh's tour was both educational and exciting. I hope we can persuade him to conduct another in the lower forest. Ah, sí, se fue con, ahora sí que con la cola entre las patas. Did something happen while we were away? There's a certain satisfied air about you. Since we were last to return, I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me, keeping out of the fight even when it got difficult. Even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I'm no better than that now. ¡Hey! ¡Guantes nuevos! Ah, pero Kutsusin primero. Earlier in the second promised camp.
message to my book remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover.
Alguien tiene hambre.
Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk pibil? So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, it is only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this. But there is an ignorance. I have barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I fail to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect to the populace ever make it worthy Dawn's servant? To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection. Understanding begets fellowship. As my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me. I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see my own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Learn not to be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawnservant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharian for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever. Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Me gusta que muestren un poco el lado de Koana. Pues ya tengo el set completo. Está padre, no, a mí me gusta. ¿Qué opinas? Did something happen? Aquí sí está. Ahora me van a dar los accesorios. So, what's the state of the Teamback Traverse? Still being clear, I assume. Hunmuruk said he will notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now will be a moment to. Then perhaps now will be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Buklama's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last after all. Oh, I already got it back. Eh? What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Yaya we are talking about. Bueno, partiéndole el trasero con el hacha. ¿Qué más? So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Yaya in single combat. Bravo! Hehe, what can I say? I have had good friends to encourage me and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Teen Traverse is now safe for travel. Then we finally can make for Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't Bakul Yaya's home? We can only hope these residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Ketterman first met where Ketterman first met the Dawn servants, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn servant received Ketterman in Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Shbral and Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they are like, the people of Amulja are also too loyal. If I am to be Dawn servant, it's my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from. And it's so much Brook Pibil besides. Thank you for everything, Hunmuruk. Till next time, take care. First we made our way across the Sobri Cinderfield due southeast. How you have grown indeed. Sí, se ve padre, pero sabes que me gusta más cómo se ven sus ponchos. vamos hasta allá. Caray. Ah, sí, por aquí. Ay, allá vamos. I feel in my bag she broke Bill before we left. We are down to my last serving already. ¡Qué traguna! If Bakul Yaya ran in this direction after losing to Wutlamat, then he undoubtedly was returning to Mamuk. After seeing that battlefield, I find it miraculous that the Down Servant was able to negotiate peace. I wonder if the first and second promise have already arrived in Mamuk. The traverse will bring us straight into the Yatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Ya vamos a ver el bosque azulado. El bosque de los pitufos. Voy a tener que subirlo, ching. Bueno, pues ya. Este me vuelvo a tirar. Ah, Krail está sola. ¿Qué onda? ¿Por qué, Krail? ¿Qué te tramas? ¿Qué te crees? This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. La seguridad es para la gente real. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Yaya cleared away one fallen tree the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wutlamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There is no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. We will doubtless face Bakul Yaya again. I cannot say I relish the thought of the reunion. Ellenville said this traverse was due to facilitate incursions into the forest above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. Unas grutitas de cacahuamilpa, ¿qué opinas? Mira, aquí está el bosque azul. Just look at this thing. What a vibrant glow. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one, take my pairing stone and holding close to the glowing rock. As you hold the pairing stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Pairing stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vidra, be merciful. Imagínate que los meteoritos brillaran. There you are. But it's blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamu can tell us about it. Keep running. We are almost there. Noreste. Es aquí arriba. En algún lugar de por aquí arriba debería de ser. Ah, no. Noreste. Poco está allá arriba. No manches. Bueno, luego lo veo. Pero qué raro. Primero hago el attunement y luego veo por qué me manda para allá. And here we finally are. Now to find the elector. I wonder what the final fit will be. Rather more quiet than I expected. Not to see whether or not Hunmuruk fears were well founded. And this is also my first time visiting Mamuk. I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Humuruk parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, la última pieza del set. Ah, mira, una plumita. Buenas plumitas. See if you can convince Buklamat to be cautious as well. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Humuruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move through the city in pairs. Erenville can come with me, and Alice can go with Krail. That leaves Yengo to accompany Wuzlamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, they make your respective searches prove useful. Bueno. Sureste, ¿tú crees? Ay, vamos a... Ah, pero se va cerquita, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué tan cerca. Ahí estás. Parece que ya solamente queda ese. A ver. No, todavía faltan un montón. Bueno. Creo que está de entrada. Sí. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. The words may as well be ambient notes for all the care this citizen pays you. Groseros. Please tell me you have better luck. Nah, entonces fueron corriendo como cobardes. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. American Culinarios, surely. Tienes demasiadas esperanzas, Google. Demasiadas. Hello there. We'd like to ask something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dow Servants Elector. Will you tell us where they are? Obvio. How are we supposed to find the elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. ¡Corre! Arriba.
Vested by a mere shade.
Georgia? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you seek is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime. The Channeler is Eljan, Autarch of the Mortal, and elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Dolicholas, mightiest warrior. It
wisest you are not. You who spurned your Redeemer's aid in battering your betters. To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Garul Jar himself, that is the final feat. The first promise falls alone and fell short. That is now the least of his concerns. You could have made your foolish attempt with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Saralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Vaya.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City. Zorcha was defeated in trying to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Hmm.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat is made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Hmm. Nada más dos.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take. I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her. You need to tell me that you, Florian, for all years of sacrifice, are defeated as your inferiors. You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return. You have no place here. Let's go, brother.
Uy, ya se va a poner a llorar.
Worthless. Pathetic.
Ya no me siento mal, Golem.
Chance to claim sovereignty and then ruin it.
A ver, ya no me cae tan mal. Ya da lástima.
But these straddles fail. Lord Jaja will be forced to extend his rule.
successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Lamok. The Mamosha deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
About the same night, Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something you can help us learn. Do as you will, but until you drive over the shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise. I will speak of you. Million wisdom outskirts.
Diré que es la mamá metiche, pero es la mamá buena onda. The fish promised attendant just now. Did his words not strike you as strange? I will be the one to reach the Golden City, as though he intends to venture there with or without Zoralja. I have heard about this channeling art before. Passes down through a certain climb, it employs arcane implements to produce a smoke from which the mage can conjure a shade. It's hard to believe Soraya was bested in battle. That was a dramatic escalation. The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Sarelja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the down servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Sarelja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Pues no es que no haga nada bien, simplemente se le está pidiendo más de lo que puede dar. Itzerelia is Bonewa and the Hobigo Den, and she is Hobigo Den. Ella es la mamá de este güey. Whatever her relation to Sarelja, I hope we can trust her. We could do at least one ally in this city. Finally, a real conversation. She looks troubled. To bid us thus meet with her in private, this is both an important and delicate matter. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what is this? And what did you wish to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead peoples of this continent. Most will not deign to address outsiders, leaving them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaya is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this ceaseless. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaya. You, a exiled inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time, I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaya is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he would do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He is desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Molayaya of the Silver Scales for one. He traveled across the sand in search of conquest, only to overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testaments to the tradition's infallibility, regardless of your father's virtuous intent. His greatest triumph was only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant of his legacy, your triumph could prove that Yuloyaya's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Chan 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 chan. Y ya subí de nivel. What I know about Mamulja extremism is limited to what I have heard about through rumors. The same is true for most who hail from Shaktural. I expect it was for his devotees that Bakul Jaya joined the rite of succession. If I can use my status as a Dawntrail and Dawntrail to help the people of Mamuk, I am happy to do so, but I'd like to better understand Milalja's motivations first. Gulol Jaya labored to break down walls, that his very existence would instead lead some to raise them is unfortunate. The price we pay. Is she referring to the marriages between the Bajo Vigo and Bonegua clans. Vete a saber. There is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far the west of here. Follow me. Pensaba dejar esto para después, pero creo que vale la pena que lo veas. Ya lo observamos. Creo que es un unlock de dungeon y... Bueno, todavía falta, pero ya se acerca de un unlock de dungeon. Me parece que es allá abajo. You won't find sites like this anywhere else. Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milal was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Ah, ya lo sentí lejos. Ay. The canopy blocks out the sun so completely as it's as if we are in a room without windows. A hunting cap likes a knot. I hope to talk to Mamulja hunters and learn about their ways, except they are probably ignorant. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Ay, ¿dónde quedó? I was not aware that such tunnels could be found in the Jatika headland. A well-kept secret indeed. A cavern, and it looks deep. What are we looking at then? Having seen how dark this forest is, I can understand why so many Mamulja choose to live in Loyal instead. The place I will show you is just ahead. Ay, pues yo creo que ya lo voy a dejar ahí porque ya son las 12 y va para largo. Bueno, no tan largo, pero ya son las 12. Sale pues, Dan, que tengas muy buena noche, que tengas buen fin, ¿no es cierto? Que tengas muy buen inicio de semana, San Lunes. Sale pues, nos vemos, buenas noches, descansa, chao.